You'll never. Let's go. What's going on, people? What's going on? Yes, indeed. I'm a little late, but I'm here. We're here. Hold on 1 second. Yes, yes. Let's get it going. Let's see what's going on here. Yep. How's everybody doing this evening? I'm gonna let you guys come on in. Supposed to start it at 7:30. It's a little after 7:30, but we here. Hold on 1 second. I wanted to put my what's in, but I don't know how to do it. I'm so sorry, guys. My introduction in. Hold on 1 second. Let's see if I can do it here. We're gonna have some fun today, man. We're gonna have some fun. Hold on. Nice fun today. Hold on. Yes. Let's come in. Come on. Oh. I don't want to put it so loud. Come on in, ladies and gentlemen. Come on in. This is going to be a nice research day. It's going to be a research day that we're going to be having tonight on Mr. Travis Randolph and his trial. And we're going for you guys that was under a rock, Travis Randolph. As a matter of fact, I don't want to start the show like that. Hold on 1 second. Here we go. Lady just came home. How's everybody? Come on in. How you doing? Come on in. Yes. Be here. Yep. See, my thing is having a couple of technical problems. Okay, we got that. I see that is. Sorry about that, guys. I'm just trying to get this going. I was trying to get I wanted you guys to see the presentation, but we're just going to start for what we started at. Hold on 1 second. What's going on, people? How's everybody doing this evening? What's going on? As a matter of fact, let me take myself out and I'll come right back in. All right, let's see what I want to see now. Okay. Yes. How's everybody doing this evening? I see what I want to see. I wanted to get you guys. I wanted to show you a couple things, but maybe I got to do it another time, another day. But we're gonna get it through. We're gonna get this popping. Yes. So this is the video. This the live that we're gonna be talking about Travis Randolph. He's an ex NFL player. He just got off of what was it? A trial, a murder trial. He found not guilty yesterday afternoon. What we're going to do is we're going to be looking into all of the situation that occurred and everything. I'm gonna bring you to the breaking. I'm gonna bring you to the point where it's going to lead up to his not guilty verdict. And we're going to be talking about situations pertaining to not being in a circumstance of, in circumstances like Travis Randolph was in, especially nowadays. And this is what, stuff like this can lead to. It can lead to what's going on now. So let me just get into it. I wish I could see that was name, but I can't. That's okay. We good. Yes. Let's go. Put that up. right there. Let's put that in. Let me share the video a little more on my Facebook real quick. I think I did that part. Yes, yes. So let's start the research show right over here. So as you guys looked at the title of the video, you know what we're going to be talking about and everything. So here we're going to have other people come up, so they can screen share. Okay, here we go. So we can talk about what's been happening and what's been going on, and what is going to be leading to in this particular case. Again, as I said, we're going to go from the beginning of the whole thing, and that's how we're going to start. So let me bring you to that part. Hold on a second. So yeah, let's bring it to here. Mm-hmm. So I want to show you the video of this. I'm going to show you the video of this whole thing on what occurred and everything. I want to put it briefly to that. It kind of threw me off today because I really wanted you guys to see what Mr. Jim Savage, his introduction to what I wanted to show you guys. It kind of threw me off because I can't watch it anymore and everything. But that's okay. That's all right. We still gonna get this going. Here we go. I'm trying to look at. Yep. Here we go. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. How you guys doing this afternoon? This evening. It's late evening actually. So it ain't that late. What I'm talking about? It's not that late. So let's get it through. So I'm going to show you the events that occurred, some of the events that occurred, and then we're going to go through certain people, testimonies on it, witnesses and, stuff like that. And we're going to get through it like that. So let's go here. Let's go. Cancel that. Okay. Let's go.
And the law says if a person...
Here we go. As a matter of fact, let me... didn't want to do that. So yeah, this is a big, this case been around for about 2 years now, but it didn't get big until about 2 weeks ago. People started to catch wind. It became a big story and everything.
The law says if a person starts conflict with you and then clearly indicates that they're trying to get away, you are not allowed to shoot them, and certainly not in the back.
That is just a glimpse of today's closing arguments in the murder trial of former NFL player Travis Rudolph. He's accused of killing a man and injuring another outside his family's Lake Park home. Rudolph claims it was self-defense. Prosecutors say the shooting was unprovoked. Suji Nam has been inside the courtroom all day. She joins us live with the latest. Suji?
Jade, we heard from both state prosecutors as well as Travis Rudolph's defense attorney in their closing arguments all day today, and both sides trace back to what they say happened on April 7, 2021. Rudolph and the woman he was seeing at the time, Dominique Jones, got into a physical argument about another woman. Evidence has shown that when she left, she sent a text message to her brother using the phrase, quote, shoot up, which she clarified was not meant as a literal threat. A group of 4 men then showed up to the Rudolph home around midnight and a fight broke out. Rudolph's brother Daryl testified last week he was frightened when he said 2 guns were pointed at him and his brother. Rudolph argues he fired 39 rounds at the men out of self-defense. Prosecutors have grilled the athlete, asking why he shot so many times, alleging he was pursuing them when the men had already driven away from the home.
Video does not lie. Before Travis Rudolph even gets to his brother, all the men have run back to the car door. The door then closes and the vehicle immediately starts moving. Travis Rudolph isn't even in frame yet. He's not even close enough yet. And then you see him and then he starts shooting.
They can play those videos all they want. I challenge them to play them 1,000 more times, press the spot shotter another 1,000 times. You can hear those shots over and over and over. You can't see what happened in the final moments. And 2 guys pointed a gun. She wasn't there. She doesn't know. I don't know either. But what's reasonable?
And jurors will be back in the courtroom at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning to assess all the evidence before they begin deliberations and ultimately reach a unanimous verdict. We will be back in the courtroom and bring you all the latest updates, both on air and online. Reporting live in West Palm Beach, I'm Suji Nam for WPBF 25 News.
All right, Suji, thank you. And we have been covering this murder trial extensively. You can find full coverage on our free WPBF 25 News app. Make sure you have the breaking news alerts turned on to get any updates sent directly to your phone.
Yes, indeed. So this is something to the case and everything, but the whole situation on what occurred when we're talking about this whole case, it's about this clear cut. What it was about a woman scorned, point blank. It was about a woman that wanted, wanted something that she couldn't get. And the problem was she was a married woman at that. And this is the problem. This is the big problem we have when stuff like that is occurrence. I want you guys to just look at this situation, look at this woman right here, doing a trial. I guess she was supposed to be a witness to the prosecution and everything. I just want you guys to let's look at this real quick. Hold on one second. I'll cut it off real quick, and I'm just share this with you guys. Hold on one second. Yes. And we're gonna have conversations. I put hopefully a couple of people will show up, and we can talk about the case in point of these relationships that can be that can end the way this ended, and like I should say the thumbnail told you. Like this man, his whole life was almost ended. He was going to get either life, or he was going to get what you call. He was going to get attempted murder charge, 25 years to life. Murder charge, first degree. But let's get it going. And this is going to show you the text and everything, and how she was the violent one. She was the person that was, getting her licks off, getting her hits off and things. And what she said, everything that she said to the courts, she practically lied. And we're going to look at again when she's on the stand and everything. Just listen to her vitriol, her entitlement, and things of that nature. So let's get it going. Look at her beating. Look at that. Beating this man in the head. This is acceptable. And his brother came out. Look what the text when she texts her brothers and the 4 men.
Isn't it true?
As a matter of fact, let me give you a backstory on that. See, I'm moving too fast. I don't want to move too fast. The brothers that she literally called texts, because they was in a group chat. She texts her brothers and two other dudes. I think one was her actual brother, and the other one was a stepbrother, and it was other two gentlemen. They came, make a long story short, after that fight where she hitting them that same night, she hitting them and everything. She texting them, telling them, shoot his shit up, do this, do that, and all this stuff came about because we had simping forces in this society. You know what I'm saying? We have people that don't understand the modern woman, westernized woman, especially these young men. It's a lot of older men, my age and older, don't even understand them. So it's really don't matter about the, about the age. This is all about where we at, our society and what it is. But okay, so let's see. This this would cause all this. A lot of these brothers, men in general, a lot of them in jail, but especially brothers, 85% of them dead or in jail because of a woman. Let's keep it going.
True that you were the first person to become physically violent with Travis and not the other way around?
No.
Not at all?
Something, or show me something if I can't recall the exact steps of the moments.
Wow.
Question. Okay, so you were the first one to become physically violent with Travis, not the other way around. Answer, correct.
So what this saying right here, guys, because I know you probably really can see it. So what this saying right here is saying that Dominique Jones, that's the agent of chaos, married 304, texts her brother to shoot up his shit after learning of the football players' apparent infidelity during a break. I don't even understand why that even say that. His infidelity. First of all, they was like F buddies for the most part, and she was married, and he didn't even know she was married. See, I don't want to see. I'm going too fast. I want to go too fast, but it's a whole lot of crap. You know what I'm saying? But let's read this. Dominique Jones texts her brother to shoot up his shit after learning of the football players' apparent infidelity during a break. Although she was married, Jones claimed Rudolph had slammed her to the ground. That was a lie. There wasn't no evidence that happened. There was evidence that she destroyed his house, destroyed his room, destroyed it. He lived with his mom and his brother. It's the whole situation. We probably get at that, but let's keep going. Let's get it from here. Okay.
No.
Not at all?
Something, or show me something if I can't recall the exact steps of the moments.
Question. Okay, so you were the first one to become physically violent with Travis, not the other way around. Answer, correct.
Yes, is it correct?
Remember that?
Yes.
So you smashed his iPhone not out of anger, but because you were hurt?
Yes.
Okay.
And I didn't send my brothers to kill him.
You just sent a text to go shoot up his shit, right?
I didn't say shoot him.
You heard what she said? She said, you did send his text to go shoot up his shit, right? She said, I didn't say to go shoot him. And look at her. She looking like this woman is very arrogant. I didn't say shoot him. So this is what you get, even with your own family members. When they agent of chaos, they don't give a fuck who's involved. They don't care who dies, as long as somebody defended her honor. Let's keep it.
You sent a text to go shoot up his shit, right?
Correct.
Tell the jury what the shit is.
So let's read this. She said, you sent the text to go shoot up his shit, right? She said, yes. Okay, the four men was Keyshawn Jones. I think that's her brother. Christopher Lowe, Sebastian Jean Jacob, and Tyler something things in a way appeared on Randolph doorstep shortly after midnight to confront Randolph. The dispute turned violent. Jean Jacob was shot and killed. That's his stepbrother. Okay.
When you're angry, you say things. I'm sure everyone in this courtroom has said something when you're. I'm trying to speak. If you want me to answer your question, you have to let me answer your question.
Well, if you were responsive to my question, I wouldn't have.
All right. Answer the question, please.
You're not responding to a question. She asking questions. She's saying yes or no. She asking yes or no questions and ain't giving me a story about it. The arrogance, I saw the whole trial. I was watching it and everything. The arrogance in this woman is, it's not surprising. I see it a lot.
Okay. Can you repeat your question?
Question was shit. What does shit mean in the context of that text?
Anything but him.
Okay. So it could have been his brother.
No.
It could have been the house.
Nothing violent toward a person.
It could have been his mother's house, right?
I was upset and my adrenaline was running and I said something that I didn't mean. That's the bottom line of that. I didn't mean for my brothers to do any of that. That's why when my brother left the house, he did not have a firearm on him.
You hear what she said. That's why a lot of times I'll be saying a lot of these women are nothing but child with breasts. Like, you did it because you was mad at the time and stuff like that. Don't matter the outcome, you were just mad. 23-year-old, 20-something-year-old woman, you were just mad. This is crazy.
People say things when they're upset that they don't mean all the time, but since the situation has happened, it obviously blew up 20 times more. But I didn't necessarily mean for anything to happen to Travis, his family, his house, or anything. It was like my second home. I would not want anything to happen there.
All right. And he never raised a hand and touched you, did he not?
Yeah, he was raising his hand the whole time, like grabbing me, pushing me back. Yeah.
You see that? Grabbing her, pushing her back. You hear that? Grabbing her and pushing her back. Let me tell you what that means. Grabbing her and pushing her back. What that means, what that entails is that it was a situation where he was protecting himself, grabbing her, pushing her back. Grabbing, pushing her back. Not slamming, not doing none of that. Grabbing, pushing her back. Let's keep it going.
The whole time.
So did he punch you?
No, he didn't punch me.
Did he slap you?
No, he didn't slap me.
Did he pick up any objects and hit you over the head with them?
No.
So let's look at some other stuff too. People going off on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. There's a whole bunch of stuff. We're gonna have fun tonight. We're gonna have a little fun tonight. Let's go. Now let's look at her brother real quick. I think this is her. Which one is her brother? I'm not for sure. I think this was her brother right here.
You're asked by the prosecution on November 8th, 2021.
No, that's the friend.
Again, you're asked that Dominique.
That's one of the friends that got
texted you
shot.
and Kashawn saying, "Shoot his shut up." Is that correct? And you said, "I don't remember." Right?
Correct.
Wasn't until Friday of last week was the first time. 2 years after this happened was the first time he ever said that's what she texted you, right?
Correct.
It's in black and white. You saw a copy of it. The prosecution, the police, somebody told you, here it is. They got it now.
I agree.
Because you knew Dominique erased her phone. She was trying to hide evidence, right? She told you that.
No, sir.
You still talk to her every day?
No, sir, not every day.
You still texting her messages, you love her and you got her and you'll do anything for her? Those kind of messages like we saw?
It's less often that we speak or I've spoken.
You got to be the biggest idiot in the world to even talk to a woman like that again. Venezuela, these young men are so young. I cannot be over here trying to say I never been in this situation, ready to defend my sister, ready to defend some homegirl of mine. I can't really, to be honest with you, I never was that type of guy. Even when I was super young, I never was that type of guy to ready to, get my head blown off for some female. I that's just, I'm just being honest. I never really was that type of guy. I had to get into that situation because the people that I was around at the time was that, because there's many simping forces, beta males that's ready to take somebody's head off. Many, you know what I'm saying? For some woman that don't really give a shit about him or me, but this young man that he got shot and his best friend got killed that night, going to Mr. Randolph house. So let's take it from here. What he was saying, he's actually on stand for the prosecution. Hold on a second. Let me make this a little bigger. Let's turn it back a little bit.
So the prosecution, the police, somebody told you, here it is. They got it now.
I agree.
Because you knew Dominique erased her phone. She was trying to hide evidence, right? She told you that.
No, sir.
You still talk to her every day?
No, sir, not every day.
Still texting her messages?
This is the defense, Mr. Randolph, lawyer that's talking to him. Asking, do you still talk to that type of woman every day? That, meaning so she got shot in a bunch of shit where you guys should be standing trial instead of Mr. Randolph. The only reason why they're not standing trial because somebody got killed. You know what I'm saying? And the dude, he looked like, and this is I think he was the dude that had his shirt off, ready to fight. And he was one of the ones that supposedly had a gun as well, is what Mr. Randolph and his brother said. So hey man, this is what it is. Let's keep it going.
You love her and you got her and you'll do anything for her. Those kind of messages like we saw.
It's less often that we speak or have spoken. So no, sir, we don't relay those messages quite as often.
But you still love her, right?
Correct.
Do anything for
her? Circumstantially.
He said, you still love her, right? He said, you'll do anything for her. He said, yeah, you did do anything for her, but now he smartened up. That bullet made him smarten up. And this is why I say, I don't even know these kids grew up with with a strong father figure, not, just some type of mentor, some masculine man, because any real masculine man that I know, he would make sure that the young men understand how the world is. He will make sure that without a doubt. Let's keep it going.
Would you go defend her honor again?
No, sir.
Hope you guys get it.
You were asked if Chris Lowe was at your house that evening by the prosecution.
He said, would you go defend her honor again? He said, no, sir. I was the biggest simp on that day. Almost got myself killed, but I got my best friend got killed. He said, he said, no, sir. He answered that question immediately. I hear you, young man. I hear you.
And he said, I don't remember. Remember saying that?
I agree.
And you asked if Sebastian showed up separate from Chris, and you said you don't remember.
I agree.
You called them. You called Sebastian and Chris and said, come on over. We need to go do whatever your words you want to use. We don't know. Let me ask you this. Did you call those two guys?
Yes.
All right. And the phone calls you had, to your knowledge, none of those are recorded, right?
I'm not sure.
No one ever told you that, hey, they have an actual recording of your voice, did they?
He is looking around. He's twitching. I know he's real nervous, but he acting like a little 4-year-old. I know. I watched trials where it was 10, 11, 12-year-olds on the stand. It was more, stable when they were standing trial. This is crazy. How he's fidgeting and all this other stuff. I'm like, sit your ass still. If I was a judge, that shit, you could do shit like that. But these judges and lawyers, these prosecutors, it seems like they're very lenient now.
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Well, you guys use FaceTime a lot, right?
We have iPhones, so yes.
You know FaceTime's not recorded. You that's easy to search, right?
I'm not aware of that, sir. I don't know.
Oh, okay. You don't know that.
I don't work for a cell phone company, sir. That's not information that's important to me.
Okay. You asked if you spoke on the phone to Dominique, and you said you don't remember back on November 8th of 2021, correct?
Sustained.
You asked if your brother was home that day, and you said you didn't remember. Remember saying that?
I agree.
Different than what you told us here last week, right?
I agree.
That's the end. That's the end of that. Yo, the whole thing is how these people are. This is crazy. And excuse me, like young men, you gotta smarten up, because no matter what's going on, what I'm going to show tonight, what have you, this Dominique Jones, nothing's going to happen to her, causing all this chaos, but nothing will happen to her. Nothing's going to happen to her. So this is why I'm called Unapologetic Manhood, because you have to be unapologetic on making sure masculinity is around this society, because obviously you see nothing. You see is a bunch of feminized young men, older men, masculine women. It is so backwards. You have to teach these young men the reality of this society, especially young Hispanic and Black men that's living in the hoods, especially, that's living anywhere. It don't have to be urban, suburban area. Don't have to be none of that. You just have to understand, you got to be unapologetic when it comes to this. Especially if you're a woman raising boys, you have to let them know. You usually don't get these second chances like Travis Rudolph got yesterday. You usually don't. And then a woman could do whatever she want to do. Is the next dude that she gonna probably damage, because she ain't going to no psychiatrist, because most of these women that have these type of problems in this society, that's put on a pedestal. Being entitled, being the agent of chaos, very violent, that's put on a pedestal today. So why would they want to go see a psychiatrist from something that they really need to change in their life before they get somebody, she actually got somebody killed, or they get killed? Why would they do that? Not in this society. That's just a perspective that it needs to be understood. Again, this is why I call myself Unapologetic Manhood. Let's look at this.
All right, Ms. Jones, will you please, when you're comfortable up there, say and spell both your first and last name for the record and for the jury?
Dominique, Dominique, and Jones,
Look at it.
Jones.
All right. Thank you very much. You may inquire, Miss.
Look how she is versus those boys. Like that young man that you just saw. He looking, nervous, outraged, upset, sad, and everything. She's so confident. she is so confident. She have no care in the motherfucking world, and she don't. She don't have to. This is a Babylonian society where an agent of chaotic people, but especially women, can get away with a whole lot of shit. There's no way this woman shouldn't be on trial. She should be on. It's a shame that she's not on trial. The man Travis was on trial. And people get mad at me when I tell young men you got to stay away from them crazy ass relationships. You get mad at people like me. This is crazy when this shit happens all the time.
Miss Edwards.
Thank you, Your Honor. Good afternoon, Ms. Jones.
So confident.
Could you please tell the member of the jury, how do you know someone by the name of Keyshawn Jones?
He is my little brother.
And how much younger than you is Keyshawn?
He is 2 years younger than me.
And how would you describe your relationship with Keyshawn?
This is actually the prosecutor that's questioning her. It's the prosecutor, if you don't know, is the person that's that's against Travis, the defendant. This Florida versus she's a prosecutor of Florida. And so she's going to be really leaning on her. She's not going to be asking her no real questions, but let's get it going.
We're extremely close. We have 3 siblings. It's me, him, and an older brother, but me and him are the closest.
Okay.
She said, look, she is so Jasper. She's like, She said her and her brother close, but she could have got her brother killed. Because her stepbrother got killed, though. Let's keep it going.
And the older brother, did he live with you around the time that this happened back in 2021?
No.
So who was living in the home in Delray at the time?
Me, Keyshawn, my mom, and her husband at the time.
All right. So tell us a little bit about your brother. Was he in school? Was he working around the time this happened in April of 2021?
He's been a full-time student even up until now. He goes to the honors college at FAU.
What about yourself? What did you do for employment back in April of 2021?
I was a realtor.
And do you still have that license?
Till this day, I still do real estate.
Okay. Back in April of 2021, take us in time. This was around COVID, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that a yes?
Yes.
Okay. And did there come a point where you
a child with breasts
could no longer sort of go out every day and do realty work?
Yeah. So I got my license in March, and then COVID kind of happened in April. So they closed the office when that happened. So I really wasn't working during the time.
So you mean March of 2020?
Correct.
Okay. And then by the time this instance is happening almost a year later, sort of things haven't fully opened up yet.
No.
Okay. Tell us a little bit. Do you know someone by the name of Travis Rudolph?
Yes.
And how did you know Mr. Rudolph?
We were dating.
And can you tell us, did you know Mr. Rudolph prior to starting a romantic relationship with him?
I met him. I've known him through mutual friends, but actually meeting him one-on-one, I met him at a club.
Hey, before I go any further, guys, thanks for showing up to the live stream. We're going to talk about this, the trial on ex-NFL player Travis Randolph, as you saw on the thumbnail. We're going to talk about it. As we've been talking about it, thank you guys for showing up. I seen a couple of people just showed up. Please put a 1 in the chat just to let me know you're paying attention. All right.
And can you tell us approximately when your relationship began, the romantic relationship?
I would say that I was like sleeping over. I was around him consistently for the beginning, since like March, but I would say like the relationship actually started around November.
She was a jump.
So when you say March, you just have to make sure we put it in context of time. Are you talking about March of 2020?
Correct.
Okay, so that's around when COVID is hitting.
Yes, I'm at his house every day. I'm sleeping over every day. I'm around his family, etc.
Tell us a little bit about.
I can't believe somebody married that.
All right, Mr.
Okay, that was it. I can't believe somebody married that woman. At this whole particular time, she was married, guys. What she was trying to say, they had a real relationship, him and her. Hold on 1 second. Okay, I believe this is Chris Lowe question about the defense. Okay. I think this is her brother right here.
The four men arrived when Rudolph's girlfriend contacted them, claiming Rudolph had assaulted her after she found texts from other women on his phone, telling them to come shoot up the house.
Look at him
Were
standing
you
there.
aware before
That's her brother.
you left for Mr. Rudolph's house that your sister had smashed Travis's cell phone?
Guys, I'm not judging, but for the I should say for the for what we looking at, I'm just gonna leave it that way. He looked like a alphabet community member, her brother. But carry on.
No.
One of those men, the girlfriend's brother, testifying he was throwing punches at Rudolph during the fist fight, but insisting no one pulled a gun and all four ran and got into their car.
Look at that shit.
Did your sister tell you prior to going over there to have a talk that she hit him over the head with a trophy?
No.
Did your sister tell you before you went over there to have this chat that she smashed his PlayStation?
No.
Did she tell you that she picked up a...
This woman was beating the heck out of this man, trying to get him to beat her ass, just like a lot of them, so she can crowd a bloody murder. She hit him with a damn Patron bottle. What else? She hit him with, crash his, his PlayStation, TV, things of that nature. Hit him all over the head while they was outside. As you seen the camera. You people, man, I don't know how y'all get into these relationships, man. Be honest with you, I was in a relationship, but I was very, very young, man. I was like, before I was 22. I got out them type of relationships a long time ago. So let's get it going.
Bottle and hit him over the head?
No.
Did she tell you that she called Tierney, his sister, and threatened to have him killed?
No.
Wow.
Did she tell you that she called his mother, Linda, and made threats to her as well?
No.
You didn't know any of that?
No.
She was threatening the mother because she was mad. Things ain't go her way. She frustrated. She ain't worried about her husband. None of that. Messing with this man for a year, off and on. Mad because she saw a phone number. Did everything so mad that she threatening his mom. It's like this woman should be on trial, but again, she's not.
If you had known any of that, would that have changed what you did?
I'm unsure.
Rudolph shooting 39.
He said, if you would have known any of that, would that have changed what he did? She said, the defense attorney, if you have known any of that, would that have changed anything that you have done? He said, I'm not sure. This is her brother. Let's just say if I was in his shoes with my, any family member, sister, whatever, and I see that they don't really care I went to jail, you think I'll be messing around with that situation again? No, not at all. Family and no family. My freedom is extremely important. He's great. Oh boy. Let's keep it going.
9 rounds as they fled following a fight, showing jurors this surveillance video of bullets flying from Rudolph's semi-automatic rifle as he chased them down the street.
He came outside trying to fight. We were trying to get to the car, and he went back into the house, got a gun, came outside. We were in the car driving away, and he started to shoot at us.
And why didn't you just go man to man and have a talk with him?
right? You're the big protector. Why didn't you get in your...
Did she mean a man to Rainbow Boy? He ain't want to go that way. He didn't want to go man to man to talk with him for what his demon sister said, because more than likely he knows his sister agent of chaos. The whole family knows that his sister is still married. His sister is still married to another man. They know she's an agent of chaos. He said, "You know what? If I'm gonna defend her, you see how he looked. Listen. Let's look how she looks." Hold on a second. I did it a little. Hold on a second. Look at this. Just listen.
And
just look at it.
why didn't you just go man to man and have a talk with him? Right? You're the big protector. Why didn't you get in your car and go talk to him?
I'm not sure.
You've said she's your sister. You love her.
Sure.
You're her protector. You could have gotten in that car and drove to his house and had a chat, right?
Yes.
You didn't do that.
No.
Right. Because
Yes.
you weren't there to talk. That's what you want this jury to believe, but that's not the truth. You were there to shoot him because that's what you were instructed to do. Why
Shoot
did
his
you
shit
need
up.
3 other grown men, one of whom we know definitively had a gun, the one you sold him? Why did you need to go there with your crew, with your posse, to talk?
I didn't need them, but they came with me, yes.
The 4 men arrived when Rudolph's girlfriend contacted them, claiming
guy right
Rudolph
here
had
is the one
assaulted
that
her
got-
after she found texts from other women on his phone, telling them to come shoot up the house.
Were
All
you
of them look
aware
like they look good
before you left for Mr. Rudolph's house that your sister had smashed?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. That's all right. So yeah, look at it. Let's look at what's going on here. Look at all this drama. Look what's going on here, and then we're going to look at when she's talking about when the defense attorney is talking about the text and everything. So let's look at this.
And you were jealous that he was down in Miami so long, right?
I'm not going to use the term jealous. No, I was not jealous. I want.
Hey guys, I didn't listen to her reactions to the questions and how she is very vindictive, very combative to the whole court. No respect, no nothing, no nothing. Just listen. She asked her open and ended questions. It's either yes or no. People giving damn how you pronounce the word? I can't pronounce the word. Y'all know what I'm talking about. She, you know what I mean? They got a whole novel. Her brother was doing the same thing.
I wanted him to do well. I wanted him to go to the CFL. I knew that was his dream. So I wouldn't call that jealous at all.
You knew then.
You're an agent of
After he
chaos.
went to Canada, his dream was to come back, and his hope was to get a contract with the NFL, right?
I mean, usually that's what people decide. I'm not sure exactly what his decision was, but if you go off to the CFL, yes, that is something that you do try to pursue after.
Okay. You also told the jury yesterday that I felt uncertainty because I didn't see him for a month. You remember that?
Correct.
Okay. So you basically did not see him at all for a month, right?
In person, because I was healing, but I did see him through FaceTime, on the phone, through text, every other type of communication.
Why would you feel uncertainty if the relationship had changed course? Why did you care that he was down in Miami?
It's not that I cared. It's just that I just had surgery, so I kind of wanted comforting from him and him to be there a little bit more and things like that. So that's more of what it was.
Well, you had some concerns because the minute he stepped out of the house when DJ came home, you took it upon yourself to snoop through his phone, right?
I didn't snoop because he gave me the password. So I just want to clarify that.
Oh, hold on. He did not give you the password that day, right?
He gave it to me to let me know I can look through it whenever I wanted to.
Right, that he gave-
She didn't ask that question. She said he didn't give you that password that day. You've been snooping on his phone a lot. I don't know why this dude give you a password. These people. I really hope this brother learn from this shit.
Gave you that password months earlier on in the relationship, right?
Mhm.
Is that a yes?
Yes.
So this is not a situation where you guys are alone in his house. He says, hey, by the way, here's my password. Feel free to go into my phone. I'm going to go step outside. That didn't happen, right?
No.
Okay. So he walks out for a minute, and you could not resist to take his phone, his personal property, go in, put his password, and start snooping around, right?
Yes, because we were in a relationship and he gave me that password.
So have you snooped around in his phone on prior occasions with his password?
No, because I just had surgery, so I haven't seen him in a while.
So you were snooping around because you were.
I wouldn't use the word.
Guys, her surgery that she had was BBL surgery. A 23-year-old woman getting BBL. That says it right then and there. And I really hope he didn't pay for this BBL, but more than likely he probably did because she didn't have no money. Or maybe her husband paid for it. She probably was getting, I don't know, not because she wasn't divorced, but maybe her husband paid for it.
Word snoop.
Overruled.
You were snooping around because you were concerned about him seeing other women down in Miami. Isn't that the bottom line?
But the one in
the bottom line is he was my boyfriend at the time. I haven't seen him in a month, and I was curious. That's the bottom line.
Okay. You didn't want to lose him, right?
Of course not.
And when Travis said that he found Kyla's body more attractive than yours, you became infuriated, right?
No.
No. 1 second. I got you in here, as you can see. Let's get it in. All right.
You weren't upset that he found Kyla more attractive than you?
No.
When you saw the text from Kyla, you told the jury yesterday it was time for me to go. You remember that?
Correct.
So this
Kyla's body more
23-year-old, she I guess she was looking. This man, Travis Rudolph, gave this woman his password. I don't know why people give people their passwords, but I guess that's what they do. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't even do it. I'll probably do it with my wife because just in case anything happens, whatever. But I just don't see myself doing that ever. I never did it. Not really. I never did it at all. But anyway, just listen to what she said at this point right here. Hold on 1 second.
attractive than yours, you became infuriated, right?
No.
You didn't?
No.
You weren't upset that he found Kyla more attractive than you?
No.
When you saw the text from Kyla, you told the jury yesterday it was time for me to go. You remember that?
Correct.
And when you saw the text from Kyla, Travis was still outside, right? He was out with his brother. You were looking through his phone when he was outside.
Correct.
So you waited for Travis to
thing.
come back into the house to confront him, did you not?
I more so didn't confront him. I just went into the room to grab my things.
So you didn't walk right out the door, did you?
I went to go grab my things, and he seen his phone on the couch, so he kind of put two and two together.
You waited for him to come back in so that you can confront him. Isn't that what's happening?
I didn't confront him. He kind of confronted me about the situation because he's seen his phone was open.
He kind of confronted her.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap. Stop.
You wanted to hurt him, and that's why you stayed in the house so that you could confront him and then destroy his property. Did you not?
No, I wanted to grab my things and I wanted to leave.
Okay. Well, you immediately went off on him, didn't you?
No.
Yesterday, you told the jury I was hurt. I was not angry. You remember that?
Yes.
You were actually very angry, were you not?
I was more so hurt than angry.
But you were also angry.
The hell? I was more so hurt than angry.
The cap.
I'm like, if I was the prosecutor, I'd be like, it's a yes or no. Was you hurt? I mean, was you angry? Yes or no? Like, again, her and her brother throughout the whole trial is kept on like literally making questions out of novels. And I know the jury was like, what the man? I know the jury was doing that. For real.
Weren't you?
I was more so hurt than angry.
And you were jealous that he was down in Miami so long, right?
I'm not going to use the term jealous. No, I was not jealous.
Okay. Let's not go back to there. That was the end of that one.
She a fucking liar, bro. Like, come on, man. This whole thing.
And it's a but all of the guys that she got involved, and when they was on the stand, they looked nervous, ashamed, and everything else. But her ass is like got a head toot up, everything, her shoulders up, everything. Like, I don't give a fuck. And they don't. They don't. They don't care. And the problem is a lot of us men don't understand that they don't care. Like her own brother, she could have got her brother killed.
Facts.
Her brother could have got somebody else's. He could have killed somebody. And everybody goes down while she in the house somewhere texting them, talking about shoot up the shit and all this other stuff. I'm gonna show you the beginning of the stuff I was playing. I don't know if you saw it or not, but here we go. This one right here. All right. Boom, 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 boom. And this attack, the group text that they did, there was a group text right here where she told.
Isn't it true?
She told her brother and his friends, whatever, in the group text that shoot up the shit and all that. Go shoot up his shit and all that. Threatening his mama, everything. Called his mother, threatening her. Called his sister, saying that he gonna die and this and that and third. And she wasn't on trial.
That you were the first person.
I don't understand why she should be on trial now.
That's what I don't understand, man. Like, all this evidence against her, calling her brothers to go shoot up the place is proof right there. Her being jealous, them even showing up at the crib with a gun. You know what I mean? Like, why aren't they on trial? And why is he on trial? Somebody's at his house, his establishment, man. That's an automatic. I'll shoot you. You on my shit with a threat? I'm gonna shoot you.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna make sure I get you.
He got somebody.
Yeah, he did. He got one person, and then he shot the other one. And I just want you to look at this guy versus her. This guy right here, this kid, one of the ones that was involved.
You were asked by the prosecution
he looks sad as hell. Just look at him. Just look at his nervous and everything. But then when you see her, look, she's like, thank you, nice, calm. No, don't care about nothing. As a matter of fact, it was a situation where she didn't even what was it? Like when they was like talking to her, she was so disrespectful. She was extremely disrespectful to these people, to the prosecution, the defense attorney, or what have you, not answering her questions in the right orderly fashion. She was telling the judge, you heard the judge say, so yeah, be quiet. Was doing all this stuff, all these different gestures, and the jury had to look at that. It was like, damn, she is the agent of chaos. It ain't look like she don't have no, what is it? A situation where she's, you know what I'm saying? She's not mad. She's not sad about things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, you can tell she ain't sad about anything because of her attitude.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but like, why are you on the bench with an attitude like you shouldn't be on trial. Like they gotta ask you this question because you fucked up.
Absolutely. The young man was like, the young man was like he would never do it. The lawyer said, "Would you ever defend her again?" He said, "Nope."
See, he knows something up.
Yeah, he said, "Nope, nope." He said, he was like, "I love her, but nope."
So let me ask. So nobody got charged with nothing. He got off, right?
Yeah,
and everybody else got off too.
Mm-hmm.
So do you think it's possible that he could prosecute them or bring them to court?
Yeah, the only thing he could do to her is sue her, and that's a civil suit. That's the only thing he can actually do. It's what they said. I could be wrong, but you said that's the only thing that he can do. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, wow. Do you want to see the not guilty verdict?
Yeah, I didn't get to see that.
Let me share that real quick.
Fucking ridiculous. Yeah. See that, and like you said before, there's a lot of young men that need to watch this trial and really take heed to what is capable of happening to men out there due to a woman scoring, bro.
Absolutely. And how it is so important to watch these trials, to research what happened, how all this occurred, and he could have went to jail. He could have went to. He had one count of first degree murder. The other counts 2, 3, and 4, because it was 4 counts. The other, and you're going to see it, the other 3 counts was attempted murder. So he could have had, what do you call that? Life without parole or 25 years to life.
Bruh. Oh my God.
For a woman that's married. And defending his home, defending his mother and his brother that was in the house.
Somebody needs to teach these men about these red flags with these chicks for real, because that's a whole man's life.
and then a lot of them think it's, and the things he was doing, he was like kind of like telling her that they're not together, this and they together, whatever, and then will give her his, like, when you give a woman the password to your phone, you're an idiot to me. Unless you married. Say it again.
Fuck that! I'm not giving you the password to shit.
And I said if I was married, maybe, but I can't even see that.
To be honest with you, if you're married, you should have trust enough within each other to not even want to be worried about somebody else.
Exactly. I don't even want to see it. I don't want to look at it.
I have no inkling that there's going to be something on your phone that I need to go through and watch. You know what I mean?
As soon as I started thinking that, it's time to go.
Right.
For real. Let's see this.
All right.
Jay Jarvis, we interrupt programming to bring you breaking news out of West Palm Beach. A verdict has been reached in the murder trial of former NFL player Travis Rudolph. Let's listen in.
Any questions? Feel free to ask them.
Travis, what does this verdict mean to you?
It means everything, man. I finally got my freedom back. I can get back to my life, man. I just want to thank the jurors, thank the court, thank everyone that was involved in this, man, because it means a lot for the support with everyone.
What do you think of the fact that they came back with a verdict in just 3 or 4 hours?
I mean, I just felt like it was right. You know what I'm saying? I knew all along, you know what I'm saying, that I did what I had to do to just protect me and my brother's life. So.
Also, before I interrupt you, I just want to tell you it's been a team effort with Ms. Perlette, who couldn't be here today. And also, this is Ralph Morrison. He's a private investigator, former law enforcement officer and Marine. And Ralph is behind the scenes in many cases. And without him, we couldn't have done this.
This has been a momentous day for you. What's next for you in your life, Travis?
What's next? I'm definitely going to celebrate with my family, get back to trying to play football and everything. And just a walking testimony that, without these 2 guys, Heidi, my team, my foundation, I wouldn't be here today. To
Travis,
stay
you're
strong.
smiling big right now. Now that you're officially acquitted, can you walk us through what the past 2 years were like, knowing that
I know it
you
was
didn't do anything
hell.
wrong?
Oh man, it's just a lot of tears were shed, man. Overwhelming tears. You know what I'm saying? Long nights, sleepless nights, everything. So that's what the last 2 years has been for me.
Do you feel like you want to pursue a case against any of the other players that play in what happened 2 more years ago?
Well, I'm not going to let Travis answer that at this point. He's just going to enjoy his freedom now, and we'll look at all options later on.
What does this mean for your football career? What are your plans there?
I'm gonna reach out to my agent, and God's willing, I'll still be able to play football. So definitely planning on getting back to football.
CFL or NFL? Or
Yeah, anyone, just an opportunity. I love the game, so
You're not out of your prime yet.
no, I'm just actually reaching my prime.
Were you nervous when we didn't know what was going to happen here? I know you and your family were out in the hallway praying. Could you tell us why that was an important thing for you?
Of course. I mean, it's just the fact of not knowing. You get what I'm saying? Like your life is in 12 jurors' hands. That's a scary feeling. So definitely was nervous, and we definitely pray a lot. We have unwavering faith. So that's what the prayer was about.
Travis had faith from day one. He never, even the day he was arrested, he told me how innocent he was and how he didn't do anything on purpose. And he's never varied from his story. He's the first client in 35 years who had the exact same version from day one till he testified. And he's been totally confident, more than any of us actually, that the truth was going to come out, and his belief in God helped him get through this.
You have your mom, your brother, so many of your loved ones are out here. Tell us about their support right now and how you feel.
It's a lot of support, man. I love my mom. I'm a mama's boy. And I know she can finally probably sleep more. You know what I'm saying? And then my brother, thank God for my brother, man. He's a hero as well. It's not just
Let me see that.
Mom, how do you feel?
Did you hear that? We are mama's boys and everything.
Yeah, but wait, you know what I just heard before that shit though? His lawyer didn't have faith in him, bro.
Yeah.
His lawyer just said, I ain't have faith in the motherfucker, but he had faith in himself. Like, on some real shit, nigga. Like, what is going on? Like, everybody's against men like that, bro?
Yeah, for real. For real. He that lawyer, he was saying some masculine shit though when it pertaining to her. He was getting at her.
I seen a part of it, but he was fucking getting that. Yeah.
But yeah, it's like I think he did because the standing your ground went out the door. Like at the beginning of the trial, when they're having like some legal stuff going on and trying to get the right jury and stuff like that. They said that the judge supposedly he took on stand your ground because this in Florida. He took stand your ground, but stand your ground is in every state, but it depends. Like even state of Connecticut have stand your ground too, but it's not like it is like in Florida, Texas, whatever. So it's different stand your ground laws. So he threw that stand your ground, the judge out. He said, no, we ain't giving you that. So he probably said to that prosecutor was like, oh, what the fuck? He ain't gonna give him that? The reason why he didn't give him that
explain it
because
what did you say it was? Stand your ground. Explain to me what that is. Like what
stand your ground is like a situation where if somebody in the case in point of this, when somebody's in your castle, your home, and you're like literally on you're on a defense, you're protecting yourself. So if they're coming after you in any type of way, like as a threat, in Florida, you can kill them, and they're on your property.
I get it.
Yeah, but once you become once it's offensive, like in his case, they took cover. Like when he started shooting at him, was he saw guns on him. Supposedly saw guns on two out of four of the guys. He went to inside his home after they got finished fighting, was out of his home, got the AR-15, and he ran so fast out of there. The video show he's kind of slipped because he was chasing after the car. So now he became offensive. So that's why he threw it out, because once he started shooting at him, they was like at a football field away from his house. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, so he didn't have to really.
He really didn't have to. They supposedly wasn't a threat. So doing shit like that could have got him life.
Damn.
That could have, because thank God that jury, that prosecutor picked them, because the prosecutor get to pick the jury, and that jury has sympathy for that. You know why I'm hearing from like people that's really experts, you know, that was on the news, whatever. They saying that thank God that he actually represented himself. He went on the stand, Travis Rudolph, and it looks like the jury has sympathy for him. And he was a laid back guy. He was like, you know, he wasn't disrespectful.
Right.
And everything that he said, it's like his lawyer said, it was from the beginning to the end. Nothing never changed. He didn't say, no, I didn't kill him. They might have shot him. I was just shooting. He ain't say that. You know, he said, yes, I killed him. I shot him. Yes, because he had 100 rounds. He shot 39 times out of 100. You supposed to, what you're taught as a when you're in the shooting range, what you're taught, you're supposed to shoot until the threat's gone, like dead, not gone like ran away, dead.
Dead, right.
And you know this is South. You know you're not gonna just shoot at a person, make sure he's out of here, or
right.
Just you shooting because you don't want them to come back to your mother house, because they was at his mother house.
Wow.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And she brought all that craziness. And then it makes me so angry with these certain people, because they get mad because people like us talk about this.
That pisses me off, bro.
It's like, why? I don't want a young man that's 20, 25, 18, 17, whatever, 30, doing what I did, the mistakes I made. Do you not want me to tell him? But you want me to educate the girl more and more and more, and let the boy just whatever.
That's what they want. That's what they want, man.
And it's crazy. And I asked him, and we had these conversations before. Y'all have sons. Do you not want your son to be understand what's going on? It's crazy. So I'm gonna put some one last video that I want you to with him celebrating.
All right.
He has a lot of football friends.
Of course.
Yeah. So I'm gonna show you this right here. Hold on one second. Let me bring it up here. Oh. He's with what's the guy's name? Not Travis Rudolph. I think this guy's actually his cousin. He played for Minnesota Vikings. He just got out. This last night.
You out same night you fail to work. You are packing the air, this guess what? You still been all right now, you can guess what?
Well, anyway, he was celebrating. I don't want no copyrights. He was celebrating and everything. Happy as hell.
I'll be celebrating every single day.
Every single day.
That he can cherish this moment and make the right decisions next time. Don't leave these bitches alone.
For real. Simple. And I wanted to tell you, he didn't even know that she was married until
the bullshit.
Until the the trial. And
she's still married?
Yeah, she's still married too. What? She supposedly is a legal separation. It's a legal separation. But she said to them, they asked her, why didn't you tell him? This bitch said, he didn't ask.
See, You see how they work the words, nigga? See how? Oh my god. Oh, bro.
He didn't ask,
bro. You know what? That's just straight up
emotional damage.
That's what it exactly is.
Oh my god.
And I don't give it. That's why I don't care how these people feel about us, men such as ourselves, letting them know, educating these young men. You know what I'm saying? It's no disrespect to women and this and that and the third. As a matter of fact, I love women. It's these modern day ratchet 304s that I can't stand. You know?
They the loudest in the majority right now, bro.
They are. they big time. And even with this, and I want to do a video on that too, but even with the Zion thing, now this boy got this 304 pregnant. What is wrong with these guys? Who he got this 304 pregnant and some nasty porn star woman is like calling him out because I guess he messing with her. Like, who is teaching our boys this?
Nobody. Nobody.
It's like, do you like your son? You're not gonna tell him nothing.
Yeah. Listen, what I see is this: most of these, I'm not saying all. Remember, you got to keep seeing this on the internet because
crazy.
Fuck that. Most of them motherfuckers, most of them are raising boys hating men.
Yep.
So if you're raising boys hating men, how's that gonna make you? You're gonna turn out. They want you to be a female because they don't want you to be a man that hurt them.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's an automatic woman, a woman's life that's being taught to you, and you're gonna end up being emotional and not knowing the proper way of walking like a man. You know what I'm saying? And the right decision we're supposed to make, so we won't get into these situations with 304s. Absolutely.
And now this young man, Zion, he's gonna have to pay this woman because that woman she already had 2 kids of her own. And I heard she's 29 and she got a kid that's almost an adult. You know what I'm saying? This woman wasn't made to be a wife. So they're not gonna be together long. So he's gonna have to pay up.
Bruh, it's just like this.
I used to be a hoe. I ain't no hoe no more. I ain't been no hoe in a long time. I used to be a hoe.
I understand. Yeah. That's what it be like right there, man.
For sure. That's for sure, man. And and back to Travis, I really hope he changed. Cause his brother seemed like he grew up with their father. Their father got killed like 3 years ago while he was like literally cleaning. He was a maintenance of some type of popular club in West Palm Beach, and he got they shot and went through the bathroom when he was cleaning that.
Wow.
Yeah, it was crazy. This is about 2-3 years ago. That's why both of them moved back with their mother supposedly. But you could tell his brother, he knew that girl had problems. Like it's Texas that they were showing that you need to get away from that girl now. These people don't want to. When you a simp a lot of times and you getting that good nookie, whatever, they don't want to listen until it's too late. I guess because he's only I think he's maybe 20. He was undrafted in 2017. He got to be 26, 27.
Oh, yeah, he's still new to the nookie, man.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
And listen, I'm not gonna lie. There's girls out there who know what they're doing. They try to put it on you on purpose so they can have control of you and shit like that.
Yeah.
If you're not a man of knowing, then you can get lost in the sauce.
You don't got no type of masculine men around you, you absolutely can get lost in the sauce.
Bro, and you know what I'm thinking right now? This would be a perfect opportunity for him to reinvent himself, by starting like some type of fund to teach men how to be men, especially around these females. And this is like on the real, like if I had the means, man, I'd fucking contact. Like this would be the perfect opportunity to do this, man, because you're an influence right now. They see you get a black man got off finally within a long time, you know, and they went straight towards his neck, bro.
Yeah,
life, and they showing you that the female could get away with anything the fuck she wants.
She gonna be sleeping good at night. Like that's if he don't get her, if his lawyer, and I believe his lawyer gonna do something with the civil suit, or because they could do something, especially with the civil suit. But she probably don't got no money. That's what it sounds like. She ain't had no money. She's some realtor, whatever. So they're gonna do something. But just like you said, if I was his agent, I'd be like, yo, you need to do these different things right now. Why you hot? Do it right now. Do a story, a book, letting these young men. You know how many? It's the we in the red pill society right now. When all these young men that actually are, not getting into relationships no more because of what's going on. We got like we talk about this all the time. Older men, men our age, trying to be on a purpose, what have you. This right now, him getting that not guilty thing where most of us probably would have went down just for protecting our kids, our family, because we're all black men. They want you to retreat. They don't want you to protect. So right now will be a up-team time to do that. Just like you said. If I'm an agent, I'm like, let's do it right now. Let's get it going.
But you know what? They're gonna do some dumb shit, put him in position just to be another black motherfucker, on a team doing dumb shit. They're gonna try to fuck him up with something. He got away.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Which he should, because he's innocent.
Yeah.
But somebody's gonna try to take him down.
Yep.
And ain't nobody's gonna look at her take a second look at her at all. She's gonna continue to live her life. And to be honest with you, that whole situation could actually be traumatizing as fuck for him.
Hell yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? We was talking about mental health last night. It got wild. But mental health last night, and I'm like, we all need it, but we all need it the way we need it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like each person is different. So we need our own therapy, a certain type of way. You can't depend on one movement and you be like, oh yeah, that don't work. That's why people go to therapy 4, 5, 6 years, because it's not working. You know what I'm saying? So he might need, he might need more than.
He's definitely gonna need it. I think he's gonna get help on that. But her, and I said at the beginning of the live, I was saying I don't believe she's gonna try to get help. I don't believe women like her don't believe nothing's wrong with them.
Her attitude on understand.
Yeah, but women like that are like her are put on a pedestal in this society. So she feel like, as a matter of fact, she can go to some misandry big time YouTuber and be partners with her and make money with her. She can do that because she's an agent of chaos. She tried to put a black man in jail.
Oh yeah,
it's a big audience on that.
She gonna link up with Vivica Fox and that.
All of them, Cynthia G and all of them.
Cynthia G, all them motherfuckers.
Yep, and she can make big money because they
on her side with that dumb shit.
Yeah, they be like, hey,
so easy. You can set it. You can set a nigga up, and it's proof in the pudding right there. And you don't even get like a hand smack,
nothing,
no probate, nothing. B.
And all those boys she got killed was like,
my life was taken, my nigga.
He was only 21, 22. The dude, the simp enforcer, all of them, and she don't care. The one of the boys said he don't talk. They don't talk like they used to. Like she don't call. I guarantee when they did a GoFundMe with a boy that got killed for like a good 20,000.
Hold on. See now, man, I'm getting even more pissed. You can take your time to go do a GoFundMe, but you ain't gonna take all this time to take that chick down for what she did.
Yep, they did a GoFundMe. If I was that family, I be going after her. Be honest with you, I be going after her.
She wouldn't even exist anymore.
I'd be like, what? The dude that killed my son because of your ass is not going to jail. Somebody gotta go. And I heard she probably didn't even give him a dime to the funeral. She probably didn't even go to the funeral.
Bruh.
Yes. Like
this is our world today, B.
Yeah, man. And these young men some of these young men don't understand it. Even our older men, they think this shit is cute. They think this shit is like, that's just them. No, it's not just them.
That's us.
It's
us.
It's us.
If it's gonna happen to you, it's gonna happen to you. It's gonna happen to him. It's gonna happen to them. It's gonna happen to all of us.
Yeah. I tell my fiance all the time, she could flip on me at any point. And society would look at her like, yeah, it looked like he didn't like women and he was an asshole to you and this and that and third. Ben's on taking care of my family the best way I possibly can. My kid, she's happy, whatever. But she could flip. And most people that's not in our home, they'll probably be saying, yeah, he deserved that. And I'm done.
And that's the first thing that come out their mouth. What he do? Well, he probably deserved.
Yeah, what he do?
He
deserved that. I seen him on. Yeah, I see him on YouTube talking about unapologetic manhood.
Wait. I'm thinking about this whole case while we're talking, bruh. We have on camera physical abuse.
Yes,
she's running free. Let that be the other way around. Like, yo,
oh my God,
they will put that motherfucker under the jail for that.
Under the jail. If he would have got caught, if the way she was hitting him, without him, when he did this and said, like, what if he would have said, wham? That jury would have been like, oh, all that hitting she doing, now you want to do this? And she like hitting him, like she trying to put her fist through his damn skin.
It looked like it hurt.
Yeah.
It looked like this hurt.
With me, I would have been like,
bruh. I would warn, like, don't put your hands on me because I don't know what reaction you're gonna get.
Yeah. I'm like, okay, you want to keep on fucking around? You're gonna be in that ground.
This has to be analyzed and put out.
Big time.
God, like we are losing big time.
Yeah.
Bro. Everything that they ever want to do, we made it possible for them.
Yep.
We are the most disrespected motherfuckers in the world.
Yep. And they let them tell it, and then the liberal media tell it they are. But the facts won't show that. The facts will show we are the most disrespected and the most killed. Anything you want to put on, we at the bottom of the barrel in every different category.
Check this. You can ask a woman, right? Let's say a black woman. Ask a black woman, you love your black man? Yes, I love black men. Right? Have you ever abused a black man? Yeah, I had a dude before. Have you ever belittled a black man before? Yeah, I've done it before. Are you married? No. How old are you? 40. You know what I'm saying? I've divorced my last husband because he was just boring. You know what I mean? But do you love your black man? Have you ever put a black man in jail? Yeah, this one time, but I started. You love your black man, huh?
and let her tell it, and other people tell it. They'll defend her, no matter what she does.
No matter what, yo, you know what? It's crazy that men we know how to talk to each other most of the time, and we know how to come to an understanding.
Yeah,
that it can turn up deadly. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So if we have that understanding, that logical thought, how come we don't have a code like they do? They have an under 9. Don't matter if you fucked up, murdered, or sorry to say that, deleted somebody. Don't matter what they do. They are protected by other women, even if they know they can sleep with that other woman's man, and then he go and yell at her and abuse her. Guess what she gonna do? Come get her. You know, I'm not abusing, or like, you know what I mean, like talk shit to her or something like that. If she start crying to that chick, they gonna stick up for each other. But she just fucked her man.
Yep.
It don't matter what they do. They stick up for it. And then that's why you sit there, oh, I'm a good woman, good woman. How are we supposed to fucking know you're a good woman when you stuck up for a hoe? When you stuck up for a chick that putting niggas under the ground?
Yep. How are we supposed to know? You know how we supposed to know? Don't deal with none of them. I mean,
there were no simps at high power, bro. They wouldn't even be allowed to do none of that shit.
No, they wouldn't. No, hell no. See, what the problem is, the simps took over. The simps and the masculine women, they took over the society. And you know, if it wasn't for men, a lot of these women wouldn't be doing what they're doing, right? As what we speak on each and every day. If it wasn't for men, those type of men, them simps, they doing this. They believe in a lot of feminist men. So it's that situation. You know what I mean? That's actually what it is.
You know what's hot? You know what's hot? I'm about to say some shit that's hot. And I'm gonna say it on the net so that shit can circulate. I hope it does. I hope somebody see it. So you know how they had the Million Man March, right?
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, reinvent the Million Man March. All men march, bro, right? We stop doing everything. And we sit up there, women acting crazy. We don't need them more. Women acting crazy. You know what? Them high niggas, they ain't getting nothing from all these men that work their ass off.
Yeah.
Like, well, we need to change these laws because these chicks is fucking these dudes up and they are not having it. They're not going back to work. It's when you one band, one sound, bro.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? When y'all stick together, big shit happens. And that's why that sister code is so sick. They stick together. That's why they're winning.
Yep, they stick together. They absolutely do. I agree 1,000%.
You know how many friends, girls that I know are friends, only friends because they fucked each other's husbands or boyfriends, and they friends hanging out, buddy.
Yeah. Yep, they got the same baby daddy and all this other
all
stuff.
That, you know what I mean? Yep. They putting all the baby daddies down when they fuck the same person. But, oh, we can do this together, girlfriend. Like, shit.
They know what they're doing, but it just they're gonna keep on doing what they're doing because again, this is society's for them. You know, just imagine if we was in their shoes. Will we change? No, because it's everything benefit us.
We wouldn't be in their shoes though.
Yeah, we wouldn't.
It would happen.
Absolutely not. But like just to say it, like you know, what you know, will we change? No, they're not going to change. We have to change. You know,
we do.
That's the only thing that's going to happen.
How are we going to change when because that's the thing. Like I keep thinking about this because there's a lot of people are so fucking ignorant to what their agenda should be as changing the world as us being men, seeing what's going on with we're getting deleted, bro. Seriously.
Good time.
And they don't give two shits about us, but we sit there bowing down, getting on our knees, doing all this shit for them.
Yep.
While we watch them stick together on a dumb shit and delete us at the same time.
Yep.
So how are we supposed to teach another man that allows this 24/7 a day and like he thinks it's normal, like he's supposed to keep going down life this way?
It's crazy. And it's another thing, even in the school systems, even in the corporate world, they don't want no real masculinity around. They're trying to, they do everything, all these different laws with the human resources trying to use against men, things of that nature. This is their society. To be honest with you, this is why a lot of men are like going rogue, like, you know, getting their own business, you know, not working. Like, I'm not going to work for no schools anymore. Like, you know, unless it's a prep school, what have you, I'm not working for them. If it's not a private school, I'm not working no more. If it's a public school, it got to be a public school that value masculinity. If they don't, okay, that's okay. Bye-bye. You know, but they don't. So I said, I put my 2 weeks notice in like a month ago with New London, and I was like, I'm done.
You know, a lot of people don't have the balls to do some shit like that.
Yeah, I said,
bro. That's like we on the right page. We just got like we can't do it by ourselves. I know that for damn sure.
Yeah,
we can try our ass off, but
I can't do nothing. We got to have our mouth shut and all this other stuff.
You see, I'm shut my mouth.
That's not going to work for me. Say it again.
You see, I don't shut my mouth. I got something to say. I'm saying that, motherfucker.
Yeah.
But that's what it needs to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can't let shit slip and slide no more, bro.
No.
We let shit slip and slide so fucking much. And now we're in a position where if we don't stand up now, you can't get out of it.
Absolutely. I agree 1,000%. But yeah, man, let me go take this boy to sleep and everything. We have to do this thing. Yeah, we have to do this again.
Definitely.
We really, really have to do this again. Keep on doing this. As a matter of fact, I got a lot more time on my hands, especially between 5 and whenever. So we definitely gonna be doing this again for sure.
I'm gonna hit you in the inbox. I got an idea for another show anyway. Okay. We got to keep this man talk up, like, because
absolutely
everything we see that is affecting us, we got to talk about it and get that shit out there, bro. For real.
Got to. They got to hear it. They want to hear it.
I think I want to do a reaction on the show that I was on last night. You should have seen the emotional damage on that shit, bro. And then you allow the women to control the show with the negativity. Bro, I was on it last night and it got heavy. It got heavy, bro. Threats and everything. I'm sitting there like, oh, you want to threat me, man? Come on, bro.
We could do it tomorrow at any time. Just let me know. We could do it Saturday. We could do that reaction. The show.
Let's get it. Appreciate you.
Yeah, I ain't. No, appreciate you. Let's go again, guys. I hope you guys loved it. We're gonna be back here again. I'll see you guys later. Peace.
Go out with that intro.